Hey, yo, what's going on, my people? It's your girl, Ryder Creator, coming back with another one. So today, I wanted to get back into, I had done a card pull, which I haven't used these cards in quite a while. It's probably been at least a year and a half since I used these cards. It could be 2 years since I used these cards, but um, the ancestors directed me to use these cards on him. So I used my murder mystery cards. Um, please don't come at me because that's the type that I have, and so I don't want to say those words. There's certain words we can't say, and I didn't mean to say it, but I just said it already. So excuse that language. I was just repeating the name of the cards. But today I wanted to get to the bottom of certain things. I also have additional information about what happened to him. And still, right now, I'm still not getting that he took his life. So it's not, or that it was an accident. He just accidentally fell over. If you see it, if you see that place, you cannot accidentally fall over. That's some BULL. Okay. So let me go back to what I was saying before on my other piece, and then I'm going to come back and so let me just go back and scoop up the stuff that I was saying before. Now, when I first heard about Liam's death, that he supposedly fell off the third floor balcony of the hotel, I did not believe that. So I immediately asked the ancestors, was he MURDERED? And they said yes. Ever since I asked, which was October the 16th. Okay. So I later learned that there were all types of pills scattered everywhere, all over the room. And I asked, was that scene staged? And they said yes. Now, it's not to say that maybe he did do some of those things, but he didn't do that. He didn't scatter that all over the thing. It was to set a scene and a narrative so that it could be believable that he would have just, I don't know. I can't, because also I was talking with this girl and she said that one of her outlets of information has said that he was unconscious when he fell. If you see this actual balcony, you cannot fall and be unconscious. It just makes no sense to say something like that. It's a whole like safety bars at the bottom. So you can't just be unconscious and roll off the balcony. Like that could never happen. So, and there's no way he could sleepwalk and fall off it either. That could never happen. But if he was leaning over that, that's the only way he could fall, or if he was pushed over that. So now let me finish what I was saying before. So, um, so I said I was also told that the hotel staff had something to do with allowing the KILLER access to him. Now, the reason why they say that is because it's something about this place that's kind of janky when it comes to security. So anybody who was around him is not able to be found, or they act as if they don't have footage. It's crazy. So we're gonna keep looking. So um now I asked, was he pushed? They say yes. Okay. Now I asked, was it a robbery? They said no. Was it? No. Okay. I just asked again just to be sure. And I asked, was the industry involved? They said no. So I just went over the piece that I did last about him to kind of now I got new information. Now I'm going to do these cards. Which one should I read first? Should I dissect the cards first, or should I read my new information first? Okay, so they said I should read my new information first. So that's what I'm gonna do. So now the new information Now, the suspect, brought or drove Liam back to the hotel after they were drinking at a bar together, or a pub, a club, a tavern. I don't know what they call it out in Argentina, but it's somewhere where you go drink. And he was drinking with somebody, and he was drinking with a lot of people. But and this person ended up taking him back to the hotel because he's like about a mile to a mile and a half away from the hotel. So numbers wise, that's like 17 blocks to 25.5 blocks away. So the suspect drove him back. Now, when he drove him back, he invited him up. Now, the suspect, now I don't know if this is right or wrong, but I'm about to ask it again while I'm on here with y'all. Is this suspect 45 to 50 years old? Yes. Okay. This suspect is an OG. He is 45 to 50 years old. This is the first time he ever been involved or done anything like this. Like, I don't know if he just lost, you know, control of his sanity or something, but he's no Killer. He don't do this for a living, and he was not out to rob the man. It's crazy. So Liam invited the man to his hotel so they could continue drinking. I almost feel like that was the pretense of the man bringing him back, because they was getting kicked out of the place, and they went, when they close up, they was getting kicked out of the place, and they came back to the hotel to continue drinking. Now, um, the hotel, they say, does not have any cameras, which is crazy. So the hotel does not have any cameras, which is crazy to me. I don't understand how something that would have so many people in it does not have any surveillance to protect the people. You should be able to have eyes on all entrances, exits, maybe even hallways, but at least the lobby, at least the main floor, so you can know who comes and goes from here. That is insane to me. So I just can't even believe that, but they keep telling me that. So the hotel staff, oh, here we go. Now somebody want to call. Here they go with their BS. Hold on for a second, y'all. Yo, they is so whack. How they gonna go out on me and take me off of my this thing get on my nerves. The reception sucks. I hope y'all ain't pick up. I don't even know. I don't know when I was kicked out or what. So yeah, forgive me for that short absence on my I'm so sorry. I was trying to maneuver two things at one time, and I guess my reception failed me once again, as usual. So let's get back to what we was talking about. I hope everything is um being broadcasted fine. Okay, so now where was I at? Now I said, okay, the hotel staff should be interviewed because they saw Liam with this man. This man came up to his room. This man came up to his room with him. So they had to go through the main entrance. So they saw him. Now, somebody, at least one person from the staff had to see him and Liam together. Now, Liam was twisted, was Drunk. I think we can say that. Liam was drunk and said something by mistake. I believe this is what happened. But we're gonna get into that later. And I feel like uh, I'll talk about that a little later when I start pulling these cards. So the suspect took a change. All right, so they said that the suspect took a change of clothes of Liam's, and I'm gonna get into that later again because these parts at the bottom part, these are related to the cards that I pulled. So you'll understand what I mean when I say I'm gonna get into it later because they made me ask different questions because of the cards that were accurate or whatever. So the police looked at this as a criminal investigation, they would find a lot of evidence of someone being there. There is this is the suspect's first crime. So he left evidence, DNA, and fingerprints. He didn't know who Liam was either. He didn't know he was from One Direction. So he didn't know he was a big star because he's older. Because remember, I said he's between 40 and 50. That's what I got from the ancestors. Now, let's get it popping on these cards. Now, let us begin. So, the first card was a friend knows something. Okay. Now, it was an unnamed friend that was giving information to the media who I would love to know who this unnamed friend is because that person probably knows something. Like Liam could have texted him or talked to him on the phone and said, or her, but I think it's a him. Is it a her? No, it's a him. So I feel Liam talked to him or texted him on the phone and was saying that somebody was there around that time, or that they're headed to his hotel room or something that would make them know that he wasn't alone. If they just really think about their conversation and last conversation with him. So anyway, there was a motive for committing this crime. It's going to tell you the motive in a little bit. Okay, that's the second card. Now, the third card, a witness may not be fully disclosing all of the facts. Now, I'm going to go further in that when the time presents itself because there's more to it that is going to make me say more about that. I'm gonna leave that for now, but when the other card come up, I'm gonna really get into it. Now they said drugs. I don't know if I can say that, but they may be a factor, an important factor in the case. Now, as we hear that this pink coca I'm just saying that. I'm just saying that. But y'all know what I'm trying to say. Now, I'm not really trying to say kitchen because that's kind of what kitchen is translated to in Spanish, but I'm just trying to say so you can know what I'm talking about. That pink coca. So anyway, so they said that was found on the scene. They said that all these pills were scattered about. Now, whether or not he had any pills, whether or not he took any pills, he said he ain't take no pills that night. Somebody staged that scene to look like that to paint a narrative. So you can say, oh, there's another pop star. He just had too much drugs and he just, went off the bed. No, things like that don't happen. If you see this balcony, it is not where you can just go off the balcony and just fall off the side. No, it's a bar, it's a safety bar, it's everything where you cannot just go over unless you literally knowingly flip over or somebody pushed you over. So that's why I keep saying something about when they say, was he pushed? That's what I get. A yes. Now, this is the thing I want to say something about. Now, rage or extreme anger was a motive. Remember, I said I'm going to come back to that later. Now, so when I said that Liam said something to this man, I believe so. Liam is a Virgo. His birthday is August the 29th, 1993. He was 31 years old, right? So he is a Virgo. He actually had the same birthday as Michael Jackson. If we're gonna talk about it, let's talk about it. So anyway, but but now the Virgos have a kind of issue with what comes out of their mouth. They are the greatest communicators, or they could be the most brash communicators, but they have to be cognizant of what they're saying. Like their gift of gab is their greatest asset, and their worst trait at times. You know what I mean? So Virgos can always say some stuff where you be like, oh my God. Like, so like, for instance, my mom is a Virgo. So if she go off the deep end and cause she don't have no gauge to say, oh, that was not right to say. I shouldn't have said that. I have to be her gauge and be like, Mom. And then she be like, what? What did I say? Like, if I didn't do that, she would not be cognizant of the wrong thing to say or what was the right thing to say. And that's the way all Virgos are. They don't have a clear radar of when is too much or when you shouldn't have said that. And I believe that because they was twisted, they was tore up, Liam said something that made this man fly into a rage, and Liam didn't even understand what the heck had happened. Um, but when I asked about what was said, they said it wasn't really that something that was worth doing that. So yeah, I just want to put that out there. Now, it was not worth that man flying into a rage. Now, this card says the KILLER may have an item belonging to the victim. Now, this is the other thing I wanted to revisit. So the reason why I said I'm gonna come back to that is because they said he took a change of clothes from Liam to leave out of there. I guess so he seemed like a different person in presentation, like in appearance, the way he looked. He looked like a different person leaving out of there, so they don't understand that it's the same person that went up there with Liam. Like, but these people were clearly ain't paying no attention because don't nobody know he was with nobody. So they are horrible staff. Like, don't depend on them to make sure you're safe. They really is not paying attention. So, so now the next one is victim didn't know the KILLER, which means he didn't know him beyond this day. They met drinking together, but the man did not really know who Liam was. He didn't even know he was from a group like One Direction or nothing. He didn't know that because he's older. So, and then the last but not least card says that an argument or a fight is a strong factor. And That's another thing I want to revisit. They keep saying that if the neighbors in the hotel, the people that was in the room next to him or over top and underneath, they clearly could have heard a disturbance, and nobody is making note of this. I don't know if it's that the authorities are incompetent or that they never even thought to ask the people around, which makes no sense if they didn't. Um, or if they are just trying to paint a narrative so they can open and close a case and close, case shut, and done over with. They ain't got to do too much investigating or whatever. I don't know, but they keep telling me that a disturbance could be heard, a argument could be heard, and um, I don't know if they were shouting at each other or if Liam screamed out when this man pushed him over. I don't really know. Ooh, they just hit the crap out of me. I think that is what it is. Liam screamed out when the man pushed him over the borders. So, you hear that? I'm not doing that. The ancestors doing that. That's what that could be heard by all surrounding neighbors and probably onto the streets because it's only 3 stories up. That's not a far distance if somebody is raising their voice. If I was calling you from the 3rd floor and you was on the ground, you was um you was on the sidewalk and I was like, hey, so and so, you can hear me clearly. You would look right up like, where is she at? Where's she calling me from? So that's not a far distance. I mean, people walking on the street could hear that. So that's the part they leaving out. And why are they leaving out? That's the question. What are they up to? Why are they leaving important details out? And why are they not looking into the last person that was with him? I wonder if the bar, tavern, pub, or whatever they had went to has footage or camera footage of Liam and this guy together. Oh, they said they think they do. They do got footage of Liam and this guy together. So they left together. So it will be seen on camera at this bar or tavern or pub or club or whatever you want to call it where they was drinking at. So they need to be looking for that as well. So I think that's it and that's all. I just wanted to come to y'all with the things that I came up with. A lot of stuff had come to light, and that's why I said additional information. And if I find out any more information, I will come to y'all with it. Thank you for the people that pulled up. I appreciate your presence. Let me change this real quick. So, if you are interested in supporting the platform, the Cash App is scrolling across the bottom. All donations are appreciated, no matter how big, how small. Every penny, dollar counts. Um, Thank you in advance for anybody who decides to give. Also, I just wanted to again thank anybody who pulled up. Oh, and if you wish to reach out to me for any reason, I can be reached at my email address is listed in the description box. So I also do readings. If you need a reading, I do all types of different readings. I do divinity readings, I do astrology readings, numerology readings, um oracle card readings, name readings, a lot of different types. If you get in touch with me, I'll lay out the platform, and if you was interested in the reading, I will tell you the cost of the reading or let you pick from the cost of the readings. Um, Also, if you wish to just communicate with me, I could be reached at that same place. And I think that's it and that's all. But once again, thank you for everybody who pulled up. Your presence was appreciated. No matter how long you stayed, no matter how long you left. Thank you for being here. I think that's it. And I love y'all. Mwah. Peace.